New York City Marathon, probably the biggest and the best marathon in the world. And this video I'm going to be going through 7 top tips of how you can have the best experience on what is going to be an absolutely epic day. So let's go. Well, toast my bagels. My name is Donato. Yes, in this video, thanks to a question from one of you lovely subscribers, was asking me for some top tips on New York City Marathon, because I'll be there this November, as I will be also, having qualified for the World Championships. I was there back in 2017 when it was my first ever major, first ever New York City Marathon, and I didn't know what to expect, but I picked up some top tips from people beforehand, and that's what I'm looking to share on that, and adding to what I've been through myself and reading through the current instructions, because things have changed a lot. So let's go through each and every one of those, and hopefully with you guys, if you've got any questions that you want to ask, leave it in the comments below. If you wanted further details, I might do another video in detail for that as well. So let's go through these top 7 tips. Number 1, bib pickup. Yes, I know the race is on the Sunday, normally the first Sunday in November, and a lot of people go and pick up their bibs on the Saturday. I would recommend, if you have flown over earlier, to get to pick up your bib either on the Thursday or the Friday. Yeah, try and go as early as you can, because the expo is absolutely packed. There's so much going on there. You want to get the best experience that you can and see as much as you can. Doing that on the Saturday, the day before the marathon, may not be the wisest thing to do, but don't stress. If it is the only day you can go, get in there, pick up your bib, get out. Yes, because it can be a pick-packed and takes up a lot of time and energy. We want to save as much energy as we can for that marathon. Yeah. Tip number 2, and this is something that's changed from when I was back in 2017, bag drop off. Yes, you need to schedule in a time to drop off your bag that you're going to be picking up at the finish area. So get that booked in, get it dropped off. But what do you put in that bag drop off? Basically, I can go through all the whys and wherefores, but what do you want when you finish the actual race? Do you want some clean shoes, dry shoes, change of clothing, protein powders, anything that you want as recovery drinks? Think about what you can fit into that bag, because I think the sizes are limited. It's not unlimited size of bag, so make sure you put in the absolute minimum and essential that you need at the finish line. Yeah, that's my top tip number 2. Now we're getting into race day. Yes. So tip number 3 is take your breakfast with you. Now what do I mean by that? Yes, take it with you, because the times that it takes, whatever way you're getting to the start, whether you're actually staying on Staten Island and you're walking to the start, that might be an exception, but most transportation, ferries, buses, can take hours. You get to the start really mega early and you've got a few hours to wait. So take something that you will have for breakfast a couple of hours before the race starts, because you might arrive there 4-5 hours before the actual start. Which leads me on to tip number 5. I think I've got my tip numberings in the wrong way. This is tip number 4. Yes, might sound a bit strange, but we like to be able to sit down and rest and relax, because there's not any places where you can sit down. Well, you can sit on the floor, but take a piece of cardboard with you. Yeah, something, an old Amazon box that's flattened, put that in a pack with you, carry it with you on the bus or Staten Island ferry with you, and use that to sit on to keep your little tootsie warm when you're sitting on the floor. Yeah, because as I said, you're going to be there for many hours, so take a piece of cardboard with you that you can sit on and keep your butt warm. So you're sitting down, keeping your butt nice and warm. This is tip number 5. Now there's lots of sponsors with New York City Marathon, and some of them very kindly have lots of free food, free coffee, free everything. When I was there, Dunkin' Donuts were there. I don't know whether they're going to be there this year, but it was so tempting to go there, and you can have as many donuts as you want, as many bagels as you want, as much coffee as you want. As far as I remember, don't resist. Well, when I say resist, if you are used to eating Dunkin' Donuts or bagels before a race, and the same with coffee, then go ahead. have what you need, but don't overdo it. You would have seen on a previous video where I talk about how to ruin your marathon. Literally, you've done all the hard work, and an hour, 2 hours before you start, you decide to have all the free food that's available. That's the end of your race. So I would recommend, don't eat the free food, have just the breakfast you've taken along with for yourself. Tip number 6. This is more of a technicality, and you need to prep, especially this is more if you have some friends, family looking to meet you when you've finished. Arrange where you're going to meet, because sometimes the signal may not work on your mobile phone. It may not be the fastest response of text messaging and all that type of stuff. So because of the amount of people that are there, tens of thousands of runners, what is it, about 50, 60 odd thousand runners, millions of spectators all around the course, the phone signal boxes, whatever, cannot cope with that absolute volume. So arrange where you're going to meet at a particular meeting point and at a particular time, which leads me on to tip number 7. Yes, tip number 7, to leading on from where to meet. The app, New York City Marathon app, is a good app to track your friends, runners, so you can see that they've actually finished, so you have a good idea where they are at, basically. And also to track if you have some skills, as when I was there in 2017, my friend Lawrence was tracking me and seeing me on different points of the course. So basically it's a good way, if you want to see your friends, family who are racing it, you can get around different points of the course by using the app. So download the app, New York City Marathon app, and use that for tracking. Sometimes, and I've had this with other majors, the app can sometimes crash. So that's why it's good to revert back to point number 6, arrange where to meet. So if the app does crash, at least you know where you're going to be meeting and all that type of stuff. Yeah, makes sense? So that's my 7 top tips for New York City Marathon. If you've ran it before or you're going to be running, you have some tips, leave it in the comments below. But for me, as I said, in my opinion, it is the biggest and the best marathon in the world, reaching up over 50,000 runners. When I ran it, there was over 2.5 million spectators. That's right, 2.5 million spectators all around the course. As soon as you're coming over from Staten Island over the bridge into Brooklyn, and you're going through Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely love it, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you when we get there. 2nd of November this year. Yeah, absolutely can't wait. World Championships, it's going to be brilliant. Whatever you're doing, whether you're going for the vibes, the excitement, the atmosphere, or whether you're going there to race, it is the toughest of the majors with all the bridges to climb over. Have a great time, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, love you lots, bye bye. Well done to staying beyond the end, because you do know I have my addendums on these videos, and sometimes it might be the juiciest, best part, so stick along to the very end, really does help. Well done, congratulate yourself, thumbs up, like, subscribe and all that jazz. But my addendum is about staying warm. November, it depends what the weather's like there in New York, but often when we get to the start, we want to make sure we're staying warm. So you've got your piece of cardboard, you've been sitting on there for hours, you've had your breakfast, but then they start moving you towards the start, and you might think, oh, we're going to get ready to go, and you'll take off all that warm clothing that you have to get ready to start. My top tip would be no. Keep that on until you get to the actual start point, because you could be left standing around waiting. There could be delays depending on what wave you're doing, that you may not start for another half an hour from when they've started moving you from the pens to go to the start area. So keep the gear on. Once you see your wave beginning to go and you're going to be released to go, remember it is chip time, so you don't need to rush off as soon as they do. Then start disrobing, taking the gear off, so you can stay warm, ready and sharp. Hopefully that's helped you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon on these walk and talk New York City Marathon. Yes, did you notice? New York Rangers, yeah, another addendum. Last time I got to see, I'm a big hockey fan, NHL, absolutely love it. So I couldn't resist going to Madison Square Gardens to watch the Rangers play, and it was quite a game. They did win, thankfully. I think they went 2-0 down, which wasn't good. I thought, oh my god, bad omen, but they did win 5-2 in the end. Absolutely loved it. Fantastic game of ice hockey, brilliant atmosphere, and such a brilliant time I had that week in New York. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Absolutely can't wait to be there again. Loving you all. Look forward to seeing you all in New York City. Yes, Manhattan. Oh man, let's go, 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 go.